Are you looking for the right opportunity to sell on Amazon? Well, the Jungle Scout Chrome extension is the key. Join me today and I will give you 5 keys to using the Jungle Scout Chrome extension, and you will be on your way towards building a 6-figure or even 7-figure Amazon business.
Let's get into it. There are 2 types of Jungle Scout Chrome extensions. One costs $197 and the other one costs $97. The $97 version, which you see here, is what I used in the very beginning. It's very powerful, but it is very basic. In the beginning, you're not necessarily ready to spend that full-blown $197 unless you're actually going to be really serious. Get the Lite version. It's 97 bucks. It's a one-time fee. You can see sales. It gets you going, but it is definitely not as good as the Pro version, what you see here. This is what I use today. Still a one-time fee, but you get a lot more information, and you can click into each of the different 5 items that I'm going to show you ahead for more information. All right, let's get into it. Let's go to Amazon and look up the famous garlic press. All right, you can see these are all garlic presses. Most, if not all, are private label sellers like you and me. And let's fire up Jungle Scout, the Chrome extension, the Pro version, just like I was mentioning. So we are going to be covering the first 5 reasons to use the Jungle Scout Chrome extension. In other videos, I'm going to give you more information, more in depth, and I'll also answer any questions you guys have today. But right now, we're going to dig into something I call relevance amongst these Jungle Scout results. You have all of this information here, and it populates a summary at the top. This is very important for you to be able to make quick decisions. And in order for this information at the top to populate properly, you have to delete irrelevant items from this list. All right, let's just go ahead and do this as an example. Number 1, we don't want to have sponsored products showing up in our summary data at the top. It's good to know and understand who's buying sponsored ads, but I don't like it. You know, it's skewing the data at the top if you're using it for sourcing reasons. So let's delete this Blue sponsored ad, OXO, Uber Chief. Let's kind of go all the way down and just clean this up really quickly. Now you're going to do the same thing as you're pulling out irrelevant search results. Say for example, a tennis ball showed up in this result. Say this one was a tennis ball. You don't want tennis balls showing up. That's weird. So what you do is you come over here and you take it off. Boom. This is what you're left with. A highly relevant set of data. Now, that's the first thing. The second thing that I use Jungle Scout for is understanding price history. Price history is critical because when you order, when you're researching, looking at your competition, you must know what the trends are in the price. If you order today at a expecting your retail to be a $23.97 price point, and not understanding that there is a downward trend, this is back in 2014, you might be a negative seller. Maybe you negotiated poorly. Maybe you were incorporating costs because you thought you'd have this big old padded margin right here that just evaporated down to $17, and then even less today. You can see it's at $15.97. So it's very important to understand price history. That was number 2. Number 3 is BSR history, the bestseller rank history. You cannot overlook this. This is a key to understanding when there are spikes and issues in the industry or in the market. This particular seller, it's very interesting that he drops from, it's kind of very odd how erratic it is actually. It's like 1 minute it's 6,000 BSR, the next it's 145. Very, very odd. There's something fishy going on here, so I would probably not use this as a benchmark just because sales are up and down so much. It's very odd. You can go all the way down the list. I mean, shoot, you could pick one down here. This one's kind of erratic too. You know, look at this. Their BSR a week ago was 1,000, but not too much before that, the BSR was 13,000. Very weird. So anyway, that is point number 3. Point number 4 is the sales volume history. This is monthly sales volume. And to me, this is also a key for planning. If you notice that there is some seasonality, if you notice that there is a downward trend, you shouldn't plan to sell units at the peaks. You need to understand what the average is, and maybe even plan to sell in the valleys. But at the same time, you don't want to get stuck running out of inventory because you thought you were going to sell down here. And the reality is you end up selling 100 more units a month than you planned. This one's not a good example because it's relatively, 100 units from top to bottom isn't much. Let's check out another one, Alpha Grillers. All right, so April, December, doesn't seem like there's much as by way of seasonality. Maybe there is a little bit. They would sell more in the holidays. Like there's kind of a hump in December, but then again April they're selling a lot. They must have been doing a giveaway or something here because that is a very unusual spike. Definitely I can answer what a giveaway is to you guys later if you want to know. OXO, that's a big brand that sells in big box retail. You see that brand everywhere. Let's see what theirs looks like. Okay, so they may have done a giveaway or something here as well, and they've kind of fallen down to still kind of hovering around those 1,700 units a month. All right, so guys, this is number 4. There are lots of reasons to use the Jungle Scout Chrome extension, but I want to end on the last one. This is why you use these tools. You need to understand what the demand is. Now, this is a snapshot in demand. This is not a expectation that it will be $26,000 every single month. By no means. That is not true. But you can start to understand what kind of sales history there might be by looking at the unit volume, just like we did in number 4. Number 5, you need to take into consideration the actual revenue for your forecasting, for your planning, and also for your profits that you're planning on. So guys, this was my opportunity to share with you the 5 reasons of why you would use the Jungle Scout Chrome extension. Please like and subscribe. I hope to bring you guys more value in every video I bring. You can obviously ask me any questions you want in the comments below, and I will get back to you as quickly as possible. I appreciate being a seller in this community, and I want to get back to each and every one of you in the best way I can. So follow me on the next video, and I will give you more information about the Jungle Scout Chrome extension.